So, you're planning a trip to Anaheim? Awesome. And if you're already thinking about how to get from the airport to your hotel or just how to get around the resort area, you are way ahead of the game. We are about to break down a strategy, all based on data, to help you navigate Anaheim's transportation like a total pro. Let's dive in.
First things first, let's start with one number you really need to wrap your head around. According to Visit Anaheim, the area is looking at a jaw-dropping 26.3 million visitors in 2024. That is a massive, massive number of people all trying to get to the same places you are.
And yeah, that's the real question, isn't it? When you're just one person in a crowd of millions, a little bit of planning is what separates a smooth, amazing trip from a super stressful one. So this whole explainer is designed to give you the data you need to make the smart calls.
Okay, so to crack this code, we first have to understand the environment you're walking into. Your travel plans, well, they don't happen in a bubble. They're part of this huge system that's being pushed and pulled by some seriously big numbers.
This right here is the key idea: travel friction. Just think of it as this constant low-level pressure on everything, all caused by tens of millions of people. It's the reason airport pickup curbs become total gridlock and why you see those long lines of cars at hotel check-ins. It's just the baseline stress on the whole network. And this friction, it's not a steady thing. Oh no, it spikes during really predictable times of day. You've got the morning rush with flights landing, then there's that afternoon shuffle, as people hop between parks or head back for a break, and then of course there's the big one, the evening surge, when everyone, and I mean everyone, leaves the parks and restaurants at the exact same time. Knowing these windows, that's your secret weapon.
All right, so for most of us, what's the first thing we do? We grab our phones and open a rideshare app. It's just second nature, right? But to use it wisely, you gotta understand what's going on behind the scenes. The stuff the app doesn't exactly advertise. Let's peel back that curtain.
Now, take a look at this data. In the United States, the rideshare game is not an even split, not even close. One company absolutely dominates, with about 76% of the entire market. And trust me, that's not just a boring business stat, it has a direct and huge effect on your vacation.
So here's the bottom line. When the vast majority of those 26 million visitors are all opening up the same app at the same time, it funnels all that demand into one single pipeline. During those peak windows we just talked about, it creates this massive digital traffic jam, which leads directly to our next point.
And that digital traffic jam has a name we all know and, well, we know it. Dynamic pricing. You probably call it surge pricing. It's just the algorithm's way of dealing with way more riders than drivers. For you, the traveler, it just means one thing. You have no idea what you're going to pay, especially when you need that ride the most. So if rideshare can be such a roll of the dice, what are the other options on the table? Let's put them side by side in a straight-up, database comparison between ride-sharing and a professional, pre-booked service. It's all about picking the right tool for the right job.
This table really breaks it all down, doesn't it? With rideshare, sure, you get that on-demand flexibility, which is great. But the price is a total wild card, and getting a car during a rush can feel like winning the lottery. Now, with professional transport, you trade some of that spontaneity for pure, wonderful predictability. You get a fixed price, a vehicle that's reserved just for you, and a pickup that's already planned. Especially if you're with a group or have a flight to catch, that difference is everything.
And get this, there's an even bigger picture effect to think about. Research from places like MIT has actually shown that all those convenient ride-sharing cars can, ironically, make city traffic worse. So for you, that could mean your supposedly quick ride is actually stuck in more congestion.
Okay, so what is the answer here? It's not about picking one and ditching the other, not at all. It's about being smart and creating a hybrid plan that gives you the best of both worlds. This is how you start to travel like someone who's been there a dozen times.
The core idea here is so simple. You match your ride to the moment. I mean, you wouldn't use a sledgehammer to hang a picture frame, right? Same idea. Some parts of your trip are high stakes and need absolute certainty. Other parts, they're way more chill and spontaneous.
And here it is, your 3-step playbook. It's super easy. Step 1, book a professional service for your airport transfers. Just lock them in. That takes all the stress off your arrival and departure days. Step 2, use rideshare for those flexible mid-vacation trips. When waiting an extra 10 minutes is no big deal. And step 3, if you have a dinner reservation you absolutely cannot miss or a special event, pre-book a ride. Eliminate all the guesswork.
And listen, this hybrid strategy is about to get even more important. The ART bus service, which is a big option for a lot of visitors, is actually scheduled to stop running in 2026.
When that happens, you can bet the pressure on ride-sharing and all the other services is just going to go way up. Planning ahead is quickly becoming a must-do, not a nice-to-do.
All right, let's bring it all home with the key takeaways. Think of this as your game plan for a much, much smoother trip to Anaheim. Here is your final checklist, your cheat sheet. First, treat your airport days like they're mission critical. Second, if you're going to use rideshare, build a little surge price buffer into your budget. Also, try shifting your travel by just 30 minutes. You'd be amazed how you can miss the worst of the peak times. And above all, remember that hybrid plan. Use the right ride for the right moment to get predictability when you need it and flexibility when you want it.
So, I'll just leave you with this final thought. All this data, it all points to one simple truth. A little bit of planning goes a very long way. So the question is spending 15 minutes now to map out your rides worth saving yourself hours of potential stress and waiting around on your vacation? I think the data makes a pretty clear case, don't you?